Hey everybody, Justin from FrugalSnobs.com. What is up, YouTube? I brought Christine with me. Say hello.
Hello.
We brought another currency review video for everybody, finally. I know folks who have been subscribing to the channel have been looking for these, so apologies, but we've just been busy. So as we record this, we are leading into the United States Thanksgiving holiday week,
Yes.
2018. Been pretty cold and cool outside, so we haven't been able to get out much. We've been busy with Christina's books and just work and other haberdashery, and we'll talk about that on episodes upcoming of the Frugal Snobs podcast. So check those out. But we did get out over the last week or so to the Black Rose in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, where we picked up some of our finds before we finally got out, folks. Christina had a book event, so we were able to make that trip. And you did successfully well at your book event, so we'll talk about that on the podcast. But we were able to pick up a few currency items that were pretty cool at the Black Rose. They were able to restock on some things that we thought were pretty cool. Including this note. Now, this is a 1968 series, I should say, or third series. 5 Israeli pound note. How cool is that?
It's awesome.
Now, this is also called the Israeli lira, or lirot, L-I-R-O-T, I believe, mentioned in plural. Now, we're not exactly sure why you have that bleed over of pound versus lira, but it exists and we'll take it. So, even though this note basically states that it's a 5 lirot, or lirot note, it's technically basically the Israeli pound. It's 5 Israeli pounds. And the symboling for the denominations of this pound note also denominate a pound note. So it's pretty cool. So let's get to the personality on the bill. This is all in Hebrew, but you'll see, featured on the note, none other than who?
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, yeah. So he is on this bill. We picked this up as a personality note. Thought it was pretty cool. Couldn't pass it up. If I didn't buy it, Christina was going to buy it, right?
And that's why I promised you. You didn't buy it, it's mine.
That's right. Now, looking up this bill, it looks like the bill is mentioned as what, a light blue color?
Yes.
But to us, it looked a bit green.
Yeah, it's more green than it is blue.
Like a blue-green, but it's mentioned as a light blue color. Now, what we did notice also, and we did pick a lot of our information up from the Wikipedia post on this, folks, full disclosure. So, if you want to learn more about the Israeli pound, whomever the contributors are to the Israeli pound Wikipedia article, it was pretty cool. They actually have some really nice charts there. They did a really good job. Took a lot of care in it, so congratulations to them. But looking even at the other series, I think there were a total of 4 or 5 series of Israeli pounds notes. This is a third series note. Now, it's mentioned as a 1970 series note, or notes in that series, and it's kind of threw us off since it's a 1968 design. But pretty cool on the chart. Go check that out. The Israeli pound notes apparently were printed in sizing differences based on denominations. So it was easier on the hands, I guess, and easier on the eyes to feel in your wallet or billfold or whatever you carried your bills in for your different bills. So, for example, the half-pound note from the second series of Israeli pound notes was smaller than the pound, the 5 pound, etc.
Yeah,
right?
that was only 130 by 70 millimeters for that half-pound note.
Mm-hmm. So, and again, Christina, you're probably getting this data from the Wikipedia post.
Yes.
So, like I said, it's a good article. It's a really good article out there. And by the way, folks, again, from the Wikipedia post, a lot of good data. The Israeli pound was in circulation from 1952 until 1980. It was replaced by the shekel until 1985, when the new shekel was introduced, and the new shekel is what is used today. But at any rate, you'll see the bill is, again, about the size, I would say maybe a little bit larger than a standard $1 United States note currently, would you say?
Yes.
Just from the visuals here. I'm not sure if you could pull up, since we're doing the video live, the dimensions for this note, but it is slightly larger than a U.S. note, I would think.
It is 150 millimeters by 75 millimeters.
Gotcha. So 150 millimeters long by 75 tall.
Yes.
So literally, it's twice as long as it is tall.
Yes.
Right? So, again, very standard size notes. It looks like, again, like I said, slightly larger than a United States note. Everything on this note is all in Hebrew, folks, except for on the back side of the note, which we'll flip to in a second. But the back side of the note features basically one line of English, which is Bank of Israel on the back. So, pretty cool note. Had to get it. It's an Einstein note. It's an Israeli pound note. They're no longer in circulation, obviously, but they're really, really cool. If you want to find out more about these notes, the mintage, things of that sort, and also the previous series of notes, check out the Wikipedia post. It's probably your best bet. Google it, type it into your Google machine, Israeli pound, you'll find the Wikipedia post. So this is the front side of the note. It does feature Albert Einstein, so it's part of our personality series. So now we have, Shakespeare, we have Einstein, we have Isaac Newton, we have a lot of folks on bills, do we not?
Tesla.
And Nikola Tesla, you're absolutely right on our Yugoslavian notes. So we got a lot of people on notes,
Yes.
do we not?
Besides the Queen.
Besides the Queen. So this is the Israeli pound. Again, 5-pound note from 1968 in terms of the design. It is a Series 3 note. That's the front side of the note. Do you want to go ahead and flip to the back?
Yes.
Okay.
And just as a side note, on the side of the note, the watermark
Mhm.
is a profile picture of Albert Einstein.
That is true. So you can hold it up to light. To Christina's point, that's a very good point on the front side of the note. If you hold it up to light, we've talked about watermarks on a number of notes in the past. You do get a watermark of Albert Einstein in the image of the watermark. So that's
Yes.
pretty cool as well.
On the front, he's on the left. On the back, it's on the right.
Gotcha. So now that we are on the back side of the note, what you see here is a nuclear reactor.
Yes.
My assumption is the first nuclear reactor most likely built in Israel, I assume. And given Einstein's theories of relativity, et cetera, it makes sense that this would be featured on the back side of the note. And again, of course, you have that watermark image that you were mentioning as well, correct?
Yes.
On the back side of the note. So, and like we said, folks, I mean, the front side of the note is really where the intrigue is on this note. The back side also only features one line in English, Bank of Israel. So, we're going to wrap this up?
Yes.
Okay, this is the 5 Israeli pound or 5 Israeli lirot note. Third series, 1968 design featuring Albert Einstein. All right, folks, if you want to check out all the other videos, please do so here on YouTube. It helps us out. Make sure you subscribe, of course. That helps as well. If you like what you see, what you hear, check out the Frugal Snobs podcast. Everything you're going to need to know is at frugalsnobs.com. Until we speak again, folks, be well, never pay retail, take care of yourself and each other.